Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter is a premium interior paint and primer in one with a tough, lasting formula. It provides great scrub resistance and durability with remarkable height and a smooth finish. Save big on Dutch Boys Durafighter paint at Menards and start your next project today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, it's Brad Norman from KBN. You're listening to 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, WBEVAM, Beaver Dam, Dodge County, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
It's time for the Damn Sports Show, presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun, featuring Mr. Smooth himself.
My who's hot is Wally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Smoking hot.
Corey Sparks, and a real athlete,
I am an athlete. I am going to show up and dominate.
Wally Lukaczynski, covering everything Titletown and pro college and high school sports around South Central Wisconsin. Here are these heroes, really heroes?
Just proving the hero that I am, just in the nick of time to be tortured for all of your enjoyments at home.
Okay, here are these heroes now. Broadcasting live on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to the Damn Sports Show, streaming live on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, of course, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app for your state, your teams, your ESPN. Corey Sparks, Wally Lukaczynski here with you in the Daily Dodge TV studios. It feels like a Friday at the station today. There's a little more conversation in the hallways. Work has either been done or will be done on Monday. We kind of had, I don't want to say social hour, but it kind of was for a little bit there.
We had fun today because, again, this is the first week. We have a new teammate in here, Ashley Doborinsky. Very excited for everybody in Dodge County to get to meet her. But whenever you get new life in the office, I feel like everybody, it's that you go back to school. There's the new kid in school. Mm-hmm. Everybody's curious. Tell us about you.
Yeah.
Ask us questions.
You are the king of questions, by the way.
I'm a curious individual.
What do you prefer? Would you rather?
I like a crazy hypothetical. Yeah. That's how you learn about people. You ask them weird questions, figure out how they would do in certain situations. Very excited.
That would never happen.
That would never happen. But Ashley was doing the same. She was very receptive to it, and it turned into a fun day here at the office. So it feels like a Friday. I'm very excited. Get to talk a little bit with one of my favorite people, Jason Wilde.
100%, same here. And I think reflecting back to what you just said, it's been a blast to have Ashley in here for the first week. I guess I've only gotten 3 days of Ashley because I was gone the first couple, but she's gonna fit in well here.
She's gonna fit in like a glove in this station, in this community. She's another person that cares a lot about helping and giving back. So that works out for what we do here in Dodge County, and very excited to see how we get to incorporate her into the stations over the next couple of years.
Previewing the show super quick, Jason Wilde is going to join us in just a couple of moments. I almost caused a fight at the dentist today. So speaking of like hypotheticals, what would you do? I have a what would you do situation. It's not a hypothetical because it happened bright and early at 8 a.m. today. So excited to dive into that. I kind of told you what happened, but I definitely left some stuff out that we'll talk about on the air. We are starting a series for the next 10 shows called The Golden Moments. It's 10 of the best moments, not ranking them or anything, but just 10 notable moments from the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers, see what we did there, seasons dating back to the fall. So fall, winter, spring, pick 10 notable moments that we're going to relive. We've got audio, video for you on Daily Dodge TV, and we will reminisce in those golden moments. Friday picks one last time before somebody has a 29,000 dart punishment. More on that to come. Let's welcome in the 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde. He joins us now. You can hear him live on Wilde and Tausch weekdays from 9 a.m. until noon across ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jason, happy Friday.
I have so many questions for you two.
That checks out.
Fire away.
All right, I want to start with, I love all the nice things you said about Ashley.
Okay.
I'm curious if you feel like maybe, just possibly, right out of the chutes, you might be a bit much. Have you considered that possibility?
Yeah, I was initially worried about that, but it was actually Ashley that was reaching me with the questions and was filtering them in, And then I'm like, oh, if you're asking for this,
Going down this rabbit hole.
the dam opened up, Jason, and some of the hypotheticals they're fun stuff. I'll even throw you one right off the bat here. I'm
Just to
interested.
give you an idea of what he puts us through 8 hours a day, Jason.
So what I've been asking about.
All right. I'm happy to answer your hypotheticals. You and Tausch are kindred spirits. He does these all the time. He's big on analogies too, and you guys are the straws that stir the drink. The damn sports show and on Wilde and Tausch. But
One of the best lines ever, by the way. Straws that stir to the drink. I love you pulling that out.
yeah, well, I'm actually. I have a straw in my little metal cup to keep my bubbler warm or cold. I understand. So I'm sure she gave it back to you because she's quick on her feet, much like I am. Right? You gotta be quick on your feet to work with folks like you and Tausch. But it's again, I would just ask, like, it's her first week. Did you consider maybe easing her into it?
I
It's
would
a full
spin it.
Walter experience. I mean, again, now I hope, because I don't have to call HR, you didn't give her the full Wally hug that I got at the Thunder Trio, which I then had to go to the urgent care to make sure that I didn't have any broken ribs and my lung had not been punctured by one. So you were professional, a little annoying, but professional. Is that a fair description of how you handled this?
Yes, I absolutely would. And the beautiful thing about this, Jason, is I feel like baptism by fire is sometimes the best route to go. My thought is if you get...
I call it drinking from a fire hose.
Yes. It might be drinking from the fire hose.
Jarring.
But you ain't gonna go thirsty. My point is that you get out of control, hypothetical, ridiculous Wally to start your tenure at GKB. If you survive a week of that, you are built for anything that's coming for you at this job.
Okay, all right. I guess I'll allow it. But again, I mean, it's sink or swim. That's for sure.
Yes.
And it sounds like she swam like Greg Louganis. Oh, I guess Greg Louganis was a diver.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. There you go. I was going for a female, but
Ryan Lochte.
Listen, Brian Lochte, also a good one.
Also another female.
Who's the great female swimmer? The most recent one.
Ledecky.
Katie
Katie
Ledecky?
Ledecky. Thank you. See, I knew we'd get there. All right, what's your hypothetical?
So this is one that I've been throwing out, and I got a lot of mixed reviews. I'd love to hear your take. If I offered you $10 million in cash right now, but I told you that there is a snail on Earth that its sole purpose is to find you and make contact with you, and if it does, you die. But it moves at a snail's pace, but it always knows where you're at. Would you take $10 million knowing there's a snail out there that's got it in for you, or are you going to live without the money and be like, blah, 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 like all these other boring people, I'm worried about my life and all that nonsense?
Oh, my God.
They're heavy questions, Jason.
How does your brain function exactly? Like, this is not, like, you don't have a book of would you rathers, and this is one of them, right? This is from the warped mind of Walter Jerome Lukashinsky.
Not the middle name, but it's my uncle's name. I'll take that as a compliment. This one was a little bit factored in from elsewhere. I have another one that I didn't give on air. Removing a leg for a certain dollar amount. That came from my own brain. But that's another conversation for another day.
Moving a leg. Oh.
Well,
Okay.
it makes sense.
So what you're telling me, like, do I get, like, am I able to kill the snail?
No.
This snail is invincible, but here's the thing. You can do whatever you want with the money. If you want to hire bodyguards, hell, if you want to try to get
Snail
this
guards?
thing, you can put it in a box, but the problem is that it's one snail. You don't know the difference between this snail that's trying to kill you and every other snail on Earth. Every time you see a snail, your brain's going to be like, is this it? Is this the end for me?
Is this the one?
The only real snail experience that I have is going to Epcot with Paula before the girls were born. We weren't married yet. We were on a vacation together. And there was a family next to us from Arkansas in the French restaurant. And we had ordered escargot. And the young girl at the table next to us was intrigued. And I told her, I'll give you $20 if you eat one. And her parents were very supportive of the idea. until she ate it and then vomited in the middle of the restaurant. Which, I got to be honest with you, I gave her the $20, but I feel like...
Do you think it was worth it?
She didn't earn it.
She didn't earn it.
She had to keep it down. Okay,
It's like Fear Factor. Show me the tongue. Is it down? I got to know you swallowed it.
I don't even know if I should dive this far into it. How quickly after did it come back up? Like, was it a few
Almost
minutes?
Immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, she chewed it. Again, I think the key part is, probably don't want to chew it, right? Just down the hatch, kind of like listeners, maybe. But yeah, it did not go well. And, that was, Paula and I were on our way to getting married, so it wasn't like she was going to dump me there in the middle of Epcot. But she had tried to tell me that it wasn't a good idea. And I said, no, I think it's a fun idea, right? Kind of channeling my inner Wally. Let's change it up. Let's get nuts.
Add a little variety to life, a little spice in there. I think that's a good idea.
Maybe that invincible snail was the one she ate.
There's a real
chance. She's on the hunt for me.
And that's the thing. Who
Sounds
knows
like it was poisonous.
What person that snail was after? It was probably there for a reason.
There you have it.
Wow.
What else do you guys want to talk about? Because I'm told that Mustache Gate is not until next week. Is that correct?
Mustache Gate will happen in about 7 days. Yep, next Friday my girlfriend will come on, and that will be what it ends up being. I don't really know what to expect.
No, not much. But
if she's in your corner, I think I'm at a decided disadvantage. I don't like my chances at all of her coming over to the smart side of you look ridiculous. If she loves it, there's very little I can do.
You could be convincing. You could be like,
try. I'm going to give it the old college try.
Okay.
I'll be devil's advocate.
I'm going in with a low expectation because she loves you. She has no idea who the hell I even am. So I don't know if I have the persuasiveness required to make her understand not only the error of your ways, but clearly the error of hers as well.
She is familiar with you. She's familiar with the Corey Don't Be a Dumbass hot button that you so graciously donated to us when I had my my birthday bit a couple months ago. So she knows of Jason Wilde. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be like when worlds collide.
She agrees that your birthday bit was you being a dumbass?
Oh, she hated it. She thought that was so funny.
Oh,
She's like,
so there is hope then.
Yeah.
She does not
Exactly.
She does not see you as perfect.
No, that's impossible. I hope no one sees me as perfect.
Don't have to worry about that.
But no, she was aware of the birthday thing. She thought it was funny the first time I did it, but then she was like, "That's so random." And then I did it like 2 or 3 more times, and then I brought it on the air, and she's like, "Isn't there like a line like where you shouldn't?" And then I brought up the fact I did the birthday bit in a company call with a lot of very important individual, and then it really wasn't funny. So she's on your side there.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
That's encouraging.
I'll sneak a Packers question here if I may. Jason, your most important Packers of 2025 series, which can be read on channel3000.com, continued with number 10 today. Rasheed Walker, Jordan Morgan, may the best man win. Great read. And I want to throw this hypothetical out there, speaking of hypotheticals. Let's say
There's
Rasheed
a
Walker.
snail in the competition.
There's some competition in the hypothetical world.
Yes, exactly. This one's more football related, I guess. But let's say Rasheed Walker wins the job again, and there isn't a solidified spot for Jordan Morgan, assuming the O-line stays relatively healthy. Hate to get way ahead of ourselves, but at what point do you consider trading a first-round pick that, under this hypothetical, you don't have a spot for?
Yeah, they're not trading them.
Nope.
They're period, paragraph, thin. If anything, it goes the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, because I can see this happening, as Tausch and Balaga will tell you, one was a 7th-round pick, one was a first-round pick.
Right.
And those guys, great friends, different points in their career. Obviously, Tausch was in the final year of his career, as it turned out, when Brian was a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But Tausch always says that a 7th-round pick constantly has to prove he belongs in the league. A first-round pick constantly has to prove that he does not belong if he's going to lose his job.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
so when I look at what they're doing, and Brian and I talked about it this morning because he was in for Tausch as our cousin sub of the day. Cousin subs, we believe in better. I can see a scenario where if you were scoring a boxing match, per se, where no one would register a knockout, but Rasheed Walker would win on points, that because he's not the first-round pick, that they would still give the job to Jordan Morgan. And then, if you do that, as Brian pointed out, then you're a guy that started 35 games for you at left tackle the last 2 years, and is in a contract year, is probably not going to be super thrilled with that outcome, and maybe he asks to be traded. And you know there's going to be a market for him because there's plenty of teams that while Rasheed Walker is not David Bakhtiari, he's not Chad Clifton, he's not Joe Thomas, he's still a pretty good left tackle. Not a great left tackle, but a pretty good left tackle. And there's always teams that he would be an upgrade for. So I'm super curious to see how this plays out. Do they have the guts to have Jordan Morgan lose the competition and have him not be a starter on opening day and be kind of their sixth man waiting for an opportunity? Do they have the guts to have him lose the competition but still give him the job? These are all things that we're going to have to wait and see how they play out. But I understand the NFL is all about competition, but if I was Rasheed Walker, I would be super motivated for a variety of reasons, including to prove to them and the rest of the league so I can get a contract from somebody else next year that it's ridiculous that I even have to compete for this job in a head-to-head competition.
Well, let's say that doesn't go the way that you just finished and more like the first half of your answer there. If Jordan Morgan wins this job, do you think that this is going to change anything schematically for the offense? Rasheed Walker's solid in pass pro. You can struggle a little bit in the run game. Is Jordan Morgan a comparable player, do you think, in your eyes?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Walt. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he is. Like we obviously see training camp, but he had the shoulder injury somewhat early in camp, so we never really got to see a thorough accounting of him in padded practices. And then once the season starts, the portion of the practice that we're even allowed to watch is pretty brief. It's basically stretching and some jog through stuff. So I can't say for certain if he's any good or not. And, let's be honest, while the Packers coaching staff and scouting staff certainly know a million times more than me, they don't know what he is either. All they know is he's a first-round pick, and first-round picks need to play. So, again, we're going to see how this all unfolds, but I still think that they've created, and I'm more of a, Ted Lasso, touchy-feely type mentality, and I think they've created a situation here where, you've got your right tackle who probably deserves an extension, and that has not happened yet. You've got your center who moved from left guard to center and would just like some of his existing contract to be guaranteed to give him some security. You've got your left tackle in a contract year being told that he has to compete to keep his job after he saved your asses in 2023 when Bakhtiari played one game and played pretty well in the second half of last season, in fairness to Rasheed. And, by the way, you've also got Sean Ryan, who has clearly been a guy that they've tried to give his job away, including to Jordan Morgan repeatedly, and he's repeatedly answered the bell. And so now, 4 out of your 5, like that old Trident commercial, 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed.
80%, yeah.
In this instance, 4 out of the 5 guys on your offensive line are some varying degree of disgruntled, and rightfully so, frankly. So I don't think that that's necessarily a great dynamic to be working with either.
Might effectively just teased July 23rd. Like, I was already looking forward to us being able to talk about training camp and different storylines, who's going to make the big plays, but outside of left tackle, it sounds like there's a lot of shoulders with chips on them.
Well, I can tell you this, I said this to Brian this morning, I'm going to get to practice on the 23rd, and, we'll be on the air, but the first thing I'm going to be looking for when those guys come out of the Hudson Center is our 74, Elton Jenkins, and 50, Zach Tom, are they in their jerseys and are they participating in this practice? Or are they withholding their services as they wait to get their contracts addressed? I think that's going to be really, really interesting to see. And don't forget, on a smaller scale, there's also the situation with Anthony Belton and all these second-round draft picks that have not signed because their agents are trying to get them fully guaranteed 4-year deals. So he is still unsigned. I believe last I checked, it was only 4 out of the 32 second-round picks were under contract. So that's another little layer, another wrinkle that factors in as well.
Wow. 12 days to get that done before it becomes a little more dramatic. Jason, we appreciate your time as always. Looking forward to talking to you next Wednesday as we get closer and closer to training camp.
Well, last thing, you taking the money or you letting the snail get you? You dodged the question. I have to know the answer.
Well, so I have one follow-up.
Okay.
If the snail gets me,
yes,
do Paula and the girls still get to keep the $10 million?
Tax-free, not even a cent taken away. It's all theirs.
All right. I am not the fastest guy on the panel here. Neither are you, Wally, from what I've seen on social media.
Speak for yourself.
I'm going to take my chances. I'm taking the money, bro.
Amen. I'm with you, Jason. Well done.
Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate the time.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Be good.
Thank you very much. That is the 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year. He's taking the money.
A
Jason
wise
Wilde.
man taking the money.
I never thought about that. I guess if the money stays in the family, somebody you care about is rich.
Obviously, you don't care about your family.
Well, that is not the takeaway.
You didn't want to take the money.
I was more interested.
Corey values his life more than setting his family up for generational wealth.
Deviated, by the way. $10 million is not what it used to be. I'm just kidding. I think.
What a response.
I think I deviated. I started by going, I don't need the anxiety of knowing I'm being pursued by a Corey-seeking snail. And then I went, if I spend a couple million on some really good bodyguards and detectives to find out who the snail is, and then I get an indestructible
Detectives,
box.
what are they going to question the snails?
They're going to find out. They're going to be really.
How are they going to find out?
It's going to be the best thing money can buy.
It's got something in its skin that only you can be hurt from. So how are they going to test for that?
They're going to find out.
Okay.
It's like, that one was looking at Corey a little weird when he started dozing off playing table tennis with his head.
I don't even know how they look. How do snails look? They got the goofy eye things. Whatever.
When we return, they look like they're in a pile of throw up at Epcot, courtesy of JW.
That's true. JW.
When we return, would you interrupt an argument between two people you do not know? I was almost deciding to do this morning because I had to face this exact situation. That's on the other end of the break here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV.
Industries.
A show that's so good, you could hang up an in-season tournament banner for it. The Damn Sports Show, presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. This is 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
If you are looking for a one-stop shop for all things sports cards, all you have to do is one of two things. A, you can head on over to Real Sports Cards in Waupun. B, you can check out the Real Sports Cards app if you're watching us live on Daily Dodge TV, where we are showing you how to install it and navigate around it pretty quickly. Whether you're into sports cards, Pokemon cards, anything in between, Real Sports Cards has you covered. They've got live break streaming right on the app. You can grab individual cards on the go, be a part of a group, and watch for your favorite players and teams as the packs get open in real time. Go to the Apple or Google Play Store today, look for the orange logo, and take your collection to the next level with Real Sports Cards and Waupun and the Real Sports Cards app. They are your local resource for all things sports cards, Pokemon cards, and more. Haven't seen Tom in a bit. We are going to see him at the Dodge County Fair.
We're seeing him at the dart thing too.
Yeah.
We talked about that
That's
happening.
right.
Well, I don't care when it happens. We're getting Tom there.
100%.
He's going to be there. I need him to
find a way.
critique you as you are going to be playing darts. We'll get to that later in the fourth block.
If I'm telling you right now, if I lose, this will be done in 2.5 hours.
You're going to be sprinting to and from the
I
board.
am getting this done.
Well, see, you and I are different. I'm going the tortoise route.
Because
you
if
can
I
be the hare.
Well, no, because if I go quick, I'll bring in the donations. People will be like, he's trying to speed through this thing.
You think
Gotta
that?
bring the total up. I'm getting to 29,032 in 2.5 hours easily.
I ain't even worried about it because I'm going up there.
I'll
if
lose
it's
on
me.
purpose, just on principle now.
On principle?
Yeah.
See, you're going tortoise in the hair. I hope your arm falls off if that's what happens.
Didn't you want to like absolutely sprint through the freaking bowling thing when you did it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go super fast at the beginning, and I was the one telling you to be the tortoise.
I was wise, and I learned from my mistakes. You'll figure out very quickly, but it just isn't come for you yet, and that's okay.
This thing called fatigue does exist.
And your arm will fall off.
So we teased this going into the break. Would you interrupt an argument between two people you do not know? I almost did. So a little story time. Wade Bates has not been here this week. He's having a wonderful time in Nashville. And so I came in to do morning sports. You and I were alternating it. You took the first 3 days. Bless your heart, because I wasn't here. But so I came in, did that, and then was in the process of like rescheduling a dentist appointment. And the place, instead of being 2 hours away, just an hour away at 8 o'clock, go out to get that. So I leave the office at like 6:55. And as I'm leaving the office, 7 o'clock hits. And I get a 1 hour before appointment push notification that says, hey, Corey, your appointment for so-and-so, not going to list the business because what ended up happening shortly after, your appointment with so-and-so is at 8 o'clock. Please show up 10 minutes early as we have undergone some type of change. You're going to have to fill out this huge questionnaire.
Oh, and there's no physical way you could get there on time.
No, because I'm an hour and like 4 minutes away. And I'm like, okay, the ETA is 8:01, so I'm not booking it, but trying to shave some time off it.
You're answering the KBN question last night.
Yes, yeah. Would you rather shave off the ETA or worry about gas mileage? I could tell you gas mileage was not top of mind in that hour and 3 minute drive. Did shave a minute off.
Just one. That's kind of sad. Carry on.
Got there, and I hit some traffic on the way into this place I'm not even going to say. And I get there, and it's literally like 8 o'clock. I go up, I go, hey, I'm so sorry. Didn't really have an opportunity to account for it. That's on me. Got caught on the way in. Where's the questionnaire? And she goes, oh, yeah, no problem. Here's the questionnaire. So the very nice receptionist gives me this tablet, and it is 5 full digital pages of multiple choice and short answer questions.
Oh, they're short answer, too. They're not even just like bubbles.
So the bubbles are like, are you allergic to A through Z? Nope. Do you have a...
Do you smoke? Do you do this? Do you do this? Yes, no, yes, no.
Allergies, any recent surgery, all that stuff, right? And then short answers are like, who would your emergency contact be? Stuff like that. It took a while. So I'm probably like 7-8 minutes in. I'm almost done. I'm on page, I think I'm finishing page 3, going into page 4. So not really. I guess I'm a little over halfway done. Dennis comes out and goes, Corey. And I was like, oh, hey. Knowing like it means it's your time to get your teeth cleaned. And I kind of just held up the tablet. Receptionist behind me snaps and just goes, oh, he's finishing this questionnaire right now. He'll be a little bit. Dennis goes, I have an exam right after him, so I need to get him in now.
Oh,
and
God.
Receptionist
Uncomfortable.
says, I need to get him in our system, otherwise there's no way you're going to be able to tend to a patient that doesn't exist in our database. And she's like, well, that doesn't change my schedule. They're going back and forth for like what felt like 5 minutes, it was probably really like 2.
It was probably a 30-second exchange.
Yeah,
that felt
but
like
it
the
felt
longest time of your life.
They just kept bickering. And eventually the receptionist, in a delayed fashion, might I add, finally goes, all right, I'll bend. He can take the tablet with him. We only have 2 of them. She had to make sure she said that. He can go take it with him. When he finishes, let me know, shoot me a message, and I'll come in and pick it up. And then that was that.
Oh, you were like the kid when like parents are fighting
Well,
and
that's
you're
the
just
thing.
like sitting there like, I don't know what to do.
That's the thing. They were both so nice to me. The receptionist was nice to me. Dennis was nice to me. Everything was good. They were bickering. Like, I don't know if they had history or what.
There's some beef. That's not just a
Or I
this
started
morning.
the beef. I was
No.
like, oh, well, I lit the flame, right? So
It was a powder keg.
let's say it went on for 2 minutes. To your point, it was probably like 30 seconds. I was just very uncomfortable. There was probably a 2-second span where I was like, do I say something? What would
would
I
you have
say?
said? There's
do I
nothing
interrupt?
to say.
Yeah, do I interrupt these 2 people? I do not know. Would I normally interrupt an argument going on between 2 strangers? No, but I feel like I caused this.
You did cause this. Like, let's not like beat around the bush.
I'm like-
you are at fault.
I feel like going, I probably would have made the suggestion that the receptionist made, like, can I take this back with me? Can I do it later? I won't just leave. Can we save the tab? And just couldn't muster up
Wow,
anything.
Corey
before
hates
they did
big
it.
dentist.
Yeah, it was weird. So it made me think, and feel free to call into the show at 920-887-9595. We have a live chat. I'll monitor as well on Daily Dodge TV on YouTube. If there is an argument going on between 2 strangers, and you're pretty close to it, and it reaches a certain point, do you step in? Is there a point where you step in?
Only if it's going to get physical and you can diffuse the situation.
There was no fisticuffs.
Yeah, and if there was no fisticuffs, then absolutely not. I will turtle. I cannot talk a big game and be confrontational to you. It's because I don't like you. In reality, you go out into the world. I ain't doing that. I am going to turtle. I'm going into my shell. I'm probably doing the old move where you're looking up at the ceiling, looking down at the ground, looking out the window, pretending like you don't even hear the
Here's the
conversation.
thing, my head was darting. I was like, oh.
Like
What
a
does she
tennis
have
match.
to say?
Tennis
Yeah.
match, just
It
like
wa-
from
it was-
one to the other.
Yeah, and I was the ball. I felt so bad. I was like, what did I know what I did. I showed up late. And so walking back to the chair with the dentist, I'm like, hey,
What would Vince Lombardi say?
so sorry.
What would Vince Lombardi say? If you were on time, you're late.
Yeah.
If you're late, well then just don't show up, I suppose.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have shown up. Then they probably would have thought about something else. They seemed like there was.
It sounds like there was something under the surface there.
Yeah, there was. So you said if it gets physical, you do it.
The only way is if it starts looking like there's going to be a fight, you go in and diffuse that. That's the only way. We don't need more World Star videos out there in the world.
When the first punch is thrown, you do it. Or if someone starts using threatening language like,
You know.
hey, Wally, I'm going to stick this mini spoon that's supposed to go in Corey's mouth up your. Do you then go like, no, still, let's chill.
Well, that's probably a good start, but
Yeah.
like we've all seen it where it's like right before it's about to happen, where everybody starts like peacocking a little bit. They
Some
get the
people
tall
just swing
shoulder
out of
on.
nowhere, though.
Well, and if they do, then I guess you got to jump in at some point
Yeah.
there. But I feel like typically you see the swelling. People start swelling, and they start doing that like. Again, it's like almost like when you look in the wild animals, you're watching Blue Planet, and animals go at it. You
primal
can see it
instinct.
a few seconds before. You can jump in there.
Okay. So you're doing if they start to kind of peacock up, I think is a good way to put it. You're like you can see the posture. They're starting to tense up.
What are they saying, Psych?
Someone's
It's
about to
fight
throw
or
something.
flight?
Yeah.
It sounds like you did neither. You
No.
just froze.
No, I did what you said you would have done in this scenario. I just turtled up. I was like, this is very awkward.
I think it says a lot about both of us, and I think that's okay.
So I will be going there like an hour early next time. And they can argue over the fact that I got there way
You
too
got there
early.
too early. You're going to have to steal somebody else's iPad.
They were so nice to me too on the way out. Have a nice day during the whole appointment. Oh, what music do you listen to? Where do you work? Oh, da 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 da. And just that 2 minutes or however long it was.
And then they were saying some nasty language about you the second you're back.
Oh yeah, that little. Radio,
Oh, he showed up late from Beaver Dam going all the way out here. What are we doing?
that little radio host. This was not a hypothetical. It was a what would you do? Isn't that a show? What would you do?
No, you're thinking about whose line is it anyways?
No, there's a show out
Great
there.
show, though.
It's a social experiment. It's literally like people will kind of do what I just told you. They'll start an uncomfortable situation. It's up to you to intervene. called What Would You? I think it's called.
I'd shrivel up so fast. I would be doing
It's
nothing.
called What Would You Do? Yeah, American television series. It's
Well-
basically what I just described, but it's happening out of your control because someone else decided it was going to happen before you got there.
Yeah, I won't be participating in that show. I will not be signing the waiver to be on.
You had a golf icebreaker. It is on our Twitter page at DAM Sports. That's DAM Sports ESPN. And our new teammate, Ashley, brought it up, and I'm going to bring it to the air here. I might have fudged some numbers or a couple details, but the premise was you're going up against Tiger Woods in his prime, and you're going up against him in 100 holes. You have a chance to win $10 million, I think was the amount, if you beat him in one hole. If you go 0 for 100, you're going to jail for a year. Do you show up to the links that day?
I absolutely do, because guess what? Worst comes to worst, and odds are I'm going to lose every one. But I just need him.
Question.
I need him one time to hit one out of bounds and just flub and get a 7 and pray.
Yeah.
That's the one hole I hit the ball straight. But the key is, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to a cushy jail, I imagine. I'm not going to some maximum security.
We could do your snail analogy or your snail hypothetical and just start throwing oddball things in there. You're going to go to Alcatraz.
Well, then all of a sudden, it gets
You're
a
going to
little
be the
bit more
prisoner of
complicated.
Azkaban. Yeah.
The prisoner of Azkaban. We have Dementors flying around. I don't know. For me, I think that you have a story no matter what. So as long as you're comfortable with the fact that you would survive prison for a year, think about that. That's an icebreaker for the rest of your life. Yeah, I was in prison for a year.
There for the plot.
What did you do? Well, I played Tiger Woods in golf and was very bad at it.
And lost like the rest of the world.
That's a hell of a story. So if you're asking that for money, again, I'm taking my chance every day. I take too many risks though when we start looking at these hypotheticals. I'm like, wow, it's amazing I made it to 32.
Yeah, basically. But, the poll, I guess, the options were: would you take a hole from him? Do you think it would happen?
No.
Because
I don't know. You would need. He's gonna have 5 holes. He's giving you a realistic shot.
Because our teammate Ashley asked the question, and I kind of fired back and went, "Well, does Tiger go to jail if he loses one of the 100?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure. He's playing for the same stakes. The $10 million probably doesn't matter as much to Tiger than it would to you or me, right?" But if Tiger's playing against going behind bars for 365 days, what's stopping him from going? Well, this dude shoots 110 on 18 holes, 120 on 18 holes. I'm just gonna take my 7-iron until I get to the green. Tiger will he'll grab his 7-iron and he'll probably never slice it again for the rest of his life.
The question you never even presented here is, where are we playing? Because if this is at Augusta, you have even less of a shot than before.
Yeah.
If you're playing somewhere more local, where it's a little bit more friendly to the you and me's of the world, then perhaps he just absolutely just
take him on over
one.
to BDCC.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he puts one in the water for no reason.
I didn't know there was a creek there. I didn't tell you, Tiger. I don't want to go to jail.
Exactly, and then that's your hope is an implosion from Tiger on one hole. It's got nothing to do with you.
If it's a home game, I'll do it.
Oh, I'm doing it either way. We could play it at Augusta, and I'm still trying.
It's a cool experience.
It is.
Good for you.
I'll be wearing orange next year. Orange is the new
black. Do you have
black.
to pay for the round?
Do I have to pay for the
I
round?
wonder if you have to pay for the round in this hypothetical.
Why would that matter? If I've got a chance for that many, I've got multiple commas, I'll pay for my own round.
True.
As long as
Pay for Tiger's round too.
Well, we'll see how expensive it is.
Actually, he has a permanent invite.
He's buying
got
drinks
the
from
green
the
jacket.
cart person coming around.
That's a good point. We'll do one more hypothetical, and then we'll go on to a new series we're starting for the next 10 shows called Golden Moments. It'll be Golden Moment number 1. You had a few interesting ones. One was if you could talk to any inanimate object, but I've tossed the first couple out here. You had the snail one. Is there a hypothetical you want to throw on here? We could do the inanimate object one, or is there another one that sticks out to you?
I'm tempted. Should I do the leg one? Do I lay that
Do
one
the
out?
leg one. Yeah, and then we
All
can
right.
bring it up to Jason later.
So, anyways, I've brought this up around the office a million times. This one comes from the brain of Wally Lukashenski. Can't explain why.
Yeah, this is a Wally original.
This is a Wally
Walterism.
original. But if I knew a doctor, a high-profile doctor on the black market, and he was going to be willing to remove your leg for a bottom dollar amount, he's going to give you the top-of-the-line prosthetics. You're going to get world-class physical therapy. You're going to never have to pay taxes on this money. What is the bottom dollar that it would cost you to have your leg removed just above the knee? My answer is a lot lower than yours, because I want to say yours was something ridiculous.
It was in the millions.
Yeah, well, I imagine it's in the millions. I feel like everybody's was. Where was yours at? I've heard people say billions of dollars, and I'll just tell you this right now, that is a bold-faced lie. If I had the money in front of you right now, suitcase opens.
10 million.
$10 million. And this is where it gets fun. You're telling me if I open that suitcase and I'm like, here is $9 million, you're not saying I'm going under.
No, I'm good.
That's a lie. That is a downright lie. My number is like 1.5 million. Get rid of the leg. I don't need to see it ever again. Oscar Pistorius
What are you
without
doing with
the
the
actual
money?
scandal involved. I will be the fastest on the blades that you've ever seen in your life.
What do you do with the money? Because I would probably invest it and then it's more. So then if we're
I
doing
might
that,
spend the money to eliminate the other leg at that point.
if we're doing that, I'll go down to like 4 or 5 million. Because if I invest it, it'll double in 7 years. I know you love that answer.
It's so boring. It's something to consider. I recommend using a hypothetical. It tells you about everything you need to know about people. I've heard people as low as $750,000. Shout out my sister.
That
She's
is
even more of a
wild.
low baller than I am. $750. She was like, yeah, that's all good. I don't need it.
I'm not going below it.
Doesn't even need the second comma. Nope. 1.5, I think, is the number. Hold out for 2.
I think it's 10 million for me.
You're out of your depth.
You've probably got billions. That's absurd.
No, that's my point. Anything that
And I think the question's absurd. I still think your mobility, as good as the physical therapy is going to be, just like willingly giving that up to a certain extent, that's tough.
That's fine. I'll be on Aruba with my $1 million, and you can be out here. Oh, it wasn't enough for me. I've got 2 legs though.
That works. While I also duck the snail.
You're ducking the snail too, and I'm gonna add another $10 million on top of that.
I will come up with a strategy to combat this snail.
You won't be able to, and that's fine.
When we return, a new series we like to call Golden Moments for your Golden Beavers. The best moments from this past season, fall, winter, and spring. That series kicks off next. This is the Damn Sports Show on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
This is
Plaza would be the new home to the Farmers Market, the Taste of Wisconsin Festival, and several other popular events. A bar near Fall River is a total loss after a fire yesterday morning. The fire could be seen from miles away. A nearby home got some minor damage to its exterior. Everyone who was inside the house is okay. The new Wisconsin state budget increases an assessment on hospitals to help pay for Wisconsin's Medicaid program and hospital provider payments. Governor Evers tells sister station WTMJ that passing the budget quickly helped Wisconsin avoid Medicaid cuts. Tuition is going up roughly 5% to Wisconsin state universities this fall. That amounts to about a $500 increase. The Board of Regents approved the hike yesterday. I'm Terry Bell.
Your home for Beaver Dam High School Golden Beaver Athletics is Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
looking for a new doctor? Prairie Ridge Health's family medicine team is welcoming new patients in Beaver Dam, Columbus, Marshall, and Sun Prairie. From wellness checks to managing chronic conditions, we are here to care for you at every age and every stage of life. Meet our providers and schedule an appointment at prairieridge.health or call 920-623-1200. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
Fly ball deep left field, going back is Smith at the track, looks up, it is gone! Jackson Churio, a 3-run shot, and the Brewers right back in this thing. Number 21 on the season for Churio. A 1, lifted in the air, right field, long run for Frelick. Still running into foul territory, a diving catch into the Brewers bullpen for the second out of the inning.
This is Jeff Levering. Your home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball is 95.3 WBEV.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland. Celebrate our anniversary sale with 58% off of list prices for 58 years. Check out these amazing deals. This Linden 3-piece chaise sectional for only $15.99 made by Ashley Furniture. Or this amazing sofa at only $599. We have bedsteads starting at $349, and we have dining sets starting as little as $399. Amazing Lazy Boy deals for this Lazy Boy Vail Rocker recliner available in 2 color options. Shop local and save big with us during our anniversary sale going on right now at Slumberland Furniture, Beaver Dam, and Watertown.
Keep your cool when things heat up. If your air conditioner is struggling, Air Care in Beaver Dam has a toolbox full of solutions just for you. Whether your equipment needs a tune-up or repair, service is available all day, every day. And if it's time for something new, Air Care has the staff, experience, and equipment ready to go. Visit aircareinc.com or call 920-356-8860 and stay cool this summer with Air Care.
Sometimes they have no idea what they're saying out loud. Isn't that what local sports talk is all about? Hear more shenanigans now on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and the Dam Sports Show, presented by Real Sports Cards in Waupun.
Key West Salon and Spa in Beaver Dam is proud to have Jeremy the barber. It's too hot for the long hair. You got to get that summer style like I'm rocking, and you can do that with Jeremy. He is a veteran with experience in military cuts, so you can have the short cuts over the summer. Jeremy the barber will take walk-ins or buy call-in appointments at 920-887-8999. That's 920-887-8999.
Nicely done.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I don't think I should ever be allowed to read that, considering...
No, this was made for me.
You're in the other chair.
Yeah, no, this is me and Jeremy here. We're about to be buddies. He's about to be shaving this head for the foreseeable future.
We're looking back at 10 of the best. I'm sure there are going to be snubs, just like there were with the All-Star game this year. Seiya Suzuki. That was absurd. Can you agree with that?
I can, but I like the look of the plea for...
He led the league in RBI. All right, I'm so glad we're not doing
the fact that you keep hammering the RBI, that never mind. I take it back. Go ahead, please carry on.
So sorry, RBIs, runs batted.
Ribbies.
Yeah, I'll say that. So we're looking back at the best moments from the 2024-2025 Beaver Dam Golden Beavers season. By the way, next week we're going to be welcoming in the Beaver Dam baseball team fresh off of their sectional finals appearance from just a couple of months ago. So super excited to welcome in Nate Wilkie and a ton of his star players. A lot of seniors in that one too. But we are looking back at the best moments of the Golden Beavers season as a whole. We begin almost a calendar year ago with the girls volleyball team. Addison Dow, a senior for Beaver Dam girls volleyball, ends the match, and Walter and I went bonkers. This one's got to go over to extend it. Zabrilski, Dow, kapow! Across the bow! Take a bow! Wow! Right now! Ow! 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 Kapow! This is where it just didn't need to happen.
Miss Dow. 25 to 17.
Oh, I just read the score afterwards, Corey, after you just do shenanigans. Addison's family is amazing. They approached us a game or two after that when we were broadcasting and said, "You guys are awesome. Thank you for highlighting our daughter. That is hilarious." That has come up at the dinner table repeatedly. I think that was one of the first times for you just started working here where you're like, this community really responds to stuff like that. That's awesome.
It was truly one of those moments where I'm like, it's not like I tell you guys all the time. I wasn't sure coming in covering high school sports. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like, and it was one of those first moments where I'm like, I am in love with this community. I'm going to have so much fun. And now, I mean, there's a reason we're wearing, both of us, our Golden Beavers baseball caps today, because this town means a lot to us. The school means a lot to us, and that was a hell of a moment, and very, very proud that we got to be there for it, and happy for Addison Dow that she got to hammer one home in her senior year to get them a match victory.
We were doing that rhyme the whole game, too. That was phenomenal. So congrats to Addison. That's the first of many golden moments. We will continue this series on Monday. When we return, one last edition of Friday Picks, unless we tie.
Mayhaps.
There may or may not be a 29,032 dart point punishment on the other end of the loser. When we return, Friday Picks one last time, maybe, here on the Dan Sports Show, 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Here's a look at your weather.
Milwaukee baseball tickets. Be sure to listen to 95.3 WBEV this Sunday for Milwaukee Baseball's Mystery Player of the Game, brought to you by Columbus Family Dental.
At Kladowski Real Estate, we just want to say thank you, Dodge County. It is our absolute honor to help you buy, sell, and transition through every phase of life. We love
Attention sports fans. Whether you're chasing the hottest rookie card, that next big autographed sports card, or looking for expert card services, Real Sports Cards is here for you. For everything from sports to Pokemon cards, visit the store in downtown Waupun today. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and download the Real Sports Cards app for all live online card breaks. Watch, collect, and win from anywhere.
They've got you covered.
Real
with
Sports
precision
Cards,
care
where
and
sports
expert
fans come
service.
to play.
Invest in your comfort today and give JB Mechanical a call. Online at jbmacllc.com, your proud Train dealer.
Step into a world so fine, shiny floors that truly shine, tiles and wood.
Attention sports fans. Whether you're chasing the hottest rookie card, that next big autographed sports card, or looking for expert card services, Real Sports Cards is here for you. For everything from sports to Pokemon cards, visit the store in downtown Waupun today. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and download the Real Sports Cards app for all live online card breaks. Watch, collect, and win from anywhere. Real Sports Cards, where sports fans come to play.
Kitchen upgrade. Our cabinet and porcelain tile selection is top notch. Take a look online at proflr.com and stop in to visit us at 713 Park Avenue. Time to hand the mic back.
You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
Sometimes kids play with pretend guns. It's up to us to make sure they don't play with real ones. Keep yours stored locked and unloaded. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
From Durleaf Field to Lambeau Field, stay tuned to the Damn Sports Show. Brought to you by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. You're listening to 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Oh boy. Well, all we have done is lose, and lose some more. We've been below 500 for pretty much the entirety of Friday Picks Season 2. Wally is 26-28 through 54 games. I am 26-28 through 54 games. The deadline for this season of Friday Picks is MLB's All-Star game, or All-Star weekend, if you will, even though it's in the middle of the week, so All-Star break. That is coming up. So this is our last edition of Friday Picks. Unless we tie, we know the punishment. It's get 29,032. Shout out Mount Everest Challenge. That's kind of still happening, sort of. Points and darts. The loser has to do that at a to-be-determined location. We've got most of the details ironed out. It's mainly just that, and then when it's going to be. But it will be pretty soon. We just don't know who it's going to be yet.
We don't. But by some miracle that we do tie after the weekend, we would have a home run derby draft, and we will announce and tell you guys what that looks like on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, the home run derby takes on meaning that no one's ever seen before. This will be the most impactful home run derby for this specific cause and this specific cause only.
We're bringing it back to the outs days. Probably, maybe not a hot take. I feel like it's actually getting a little bit better. The home run derby was in a very bad place like 5 years ago. The adaptations they've been making, I don't mind.
I am a caveman. I miss the days where it was 10 outs.
I agree. That was still the best.
And that was the best. So go back purely to that, and I'd be on top of the world. Tell you what, Corey, I looked at our picks. I cheated a little bit. We are not in unison today. Last week, we had the exact same 3 picks.
Yep.
So in theory, there's a high likelihood we will not be tied, because we'll start with this.
Yep.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the white-hot Brew Crew, are hosting the Nationals on WBEV tonight. You can listen to that right here or right on the our system station on 95.3 WBEV. Later tonight, they welcome in the Nationals, and the Brewers stay hot, get the first win in this series, perhaps another broom that we'd be whipping out. Give me the Brewers.
I think so as well. Makes all the sense in the world. This is the best team in baseball over the last month. Plus, statistically, unless James Wood literally hits for the cycle like twice, he's been really fun to watch.
Might not be enough.
It still might not be enough. So naturally, the Nationals will end up winning because we both picked the Brewers. All right, Cubs at Yankees on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam tomorrow against the Bronx Bombers, the Cody Bellingers. Who do you have?
Give me the Bronx Bombers. They're taking your Cubs down. And by this time tomorrow afternoon, there's a real-world shot that the Brewers and Cubs could be looking eye to eye in the NL Central.
Oh, my goodness. Before we get to this final pick, we do want to remind you again, if you're looking for a one-stop shop for all things sports cards, head on over to Real Sports Cards in Waupun, where every day is opening day. You can also check out their app. If you're into sports cards, Pokemon cards, anything in between, Tom and his team over at Real Sports Cards in Waupun have you covered. With live break streaming right on that app, you can grab individual cards on the go, be a part of a group, and watch for your favorite players and teams as the packs get open in real time. Take your collection to that next level with Real Sports Cards, your local resource for all things sports cards, Pokemon cards, and more. This is for all the marbles. It could end up being for all the marbles on Sunday.
You didn't tell us who you were taking in that game.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Cubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boring.
Dodgers at Giants on Sunday. Yamamoto and Robbie Ray. Good pitching matchup.
The G-Men. Get it done. Give me the Giants.
I think one of the most talented teams in baseball finally progresses back up to the mean. They're on a very bad slide right now that the Brewers made even worse. Yamamoto bounce back game. I have the Dodgers.
All right, so you have Dodgers and Cubs. I have Giants and Yankees. Make sure you watch on that. Those two games mean a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Whole lot to some people. Maybe it'll come down to a derby. Homer Hours coming up next. Have a good weekend.